Hello, family. I hope everybody is doing well today. I hope this video finds you safe and well. And I'm coming to you today to do a Fruitful Living Part 2. The first one I did was on journaling. This one is going to be on walking. I just dressed like this because I just came from a walk not too long ago. I've eaten my breakfast and exercised with one of my YouTube videos. So I'll share that. Check out Mr. and Mrs. Muscles. Right now she's doing a 30-day challenge and I am enjoying it. But I also needed to go for a walk too. And I wanted to encourage you because I have done a series on fruitful, busy versus fruitful. I think it was a 5-part or 6-part series. And I am just done with people using the word busy around me. Oh my goodness, I'm done. I think if one more person says the word busy, I'm going to scream. So I'm not going to scream at them. But we are not called to be busy. And that is a word that we need to take out of our vocabulary. Get it out of your mouths. Get it out of your mouths. And the reason I say this is because I think it was last year, maybe late last year, I started texting people because I had come up out of my sleep. Sometimes the Lord will minister to me as I'm coming from unconscious to conscious. And he ministered to me, and what I heard in my spirit was, clean out your mouths, for the Lord is coming soon. Clean out your mouths, for the Lord is coming soon. And so what comes out of our mouths is a representation of what's on our hearts. And we are called to be busybodies. We are called to be fruitful and multiply. Be fruitful and multiply. And so walking is fruit. Fruitful living is healthy living. Let me say that. Fruitful living is healthy living. And so I want to just share with you how my fruit of walking as the Spirit led me, because there was one time in my life in 2017 where I was so sick that my back was so weak, I'd put it out more than once in a close time span, so that my back was pretty bad. I would have to sleep on the floor because I needed something firm because I felt like my spine was like this. And my doctor said, "What are you doing?" And he told me, he said, "You are not allowed to get up and walk except for 15 minutes a day. That's it." So you can imagine, I wasn't bedridden when I was pregnant with my children. So for those who are, oh, my hearts go out to you, because all I got was 15 minutes a day. And so I would do 7.5 minutes in the morning, 7.5 minutes at night. And the 7.5 minutes at night was something just to give me something to look forward to. That's why I would break it up into sections. So you can imagine, by the time I was able to get up and actually go outside and go for a walk, oh my goodness. Let me tell you something, and many of you probably know this. It's amazing how when we lose things, when we lose it, it's gone. That's when we begin to appreciate it. And so I began to appreciate that which I had not appreciated because I didn't go on a lot of walks. I would do my little Zumba here at the house, but oh my goodness, walking has become so precious to me because it's good for my body as well as my mind. So anyway, I would begin to go for walks. The Lord gifted me again with the ability to get up and go out for walks once my back got a little stronger. And so the first thing Papa had me do was the Spirit would just download certain scriptures. And so when the wind would be blowing in my face, I would be like, I'm pressing on towards the mark of the higher calling of God. So I'd be pressing, the wind would be, just pressing back at me, and I'd be pressing into it. And I loved it. And then the Spirit would remind me of, and they shall walk and not faint. So I'd be walking. I'm just walking. I'm not fainting, Lord. I'm not going to faint. I'm going to walk. And so that encouraged me. Those scriptures encouraged me just to walk, just to walk. And so then Papa said, okay, he saw that. He saw that I was faithful to the fruit of walking. And so the next thing he had me do was just start waving at the cars coming at me and smile at people. So I was like, okay, I'm not used to this, but I did it. And so as the cars would come, I'd just wave at people and smile. Now I'm at the point where I enjoy it so much. I mouth the words, "Good morning, good morning," because I just love greeting them, and I love being greeted back. I love the people who wave back and give a strong wave. I love that, and smiles. And so I know that that's making me well. And I hope that my greeting them and acknowledging them, even as they're just driving by, is helping their wellness too. And then the next thing Papa had me do, now he said, okay, you're waving, you're greeting, you're walking. He said, now ask people their names. I thought, okay, ask people their names. So I was obedient. I began to start saying, hey, what's your name? By this time I had seen some people outside and they would know me because I became known as the lady that walks. People would see me. Are you the lady that always walking in the neighborhood? Yeah, that's me. So I got known as the lady who walks. So okay, I'm good with that. And so after seeing people so many times, I began to ask them their names. Now it's amazing. They may not all know my names and know my name, and that's okay. But I know theirs. And I believe the Lord was doing that in order to help this memory as I get older, help this brain exercise it and make it stronger. Because oh my goodness, now I knew the people who lived on the side of me and across the street from me, but I know the people around the corner, down the street, around that corner, down that street, across the way. I know folks, and I love it now that I know my neighbors, I know my community, I know the people who are in my community, and that is just so special. That is so special. So I got to the point where I'm walking, I'm waving, I'm speaking, I'm acknowledging people. I know their names. I let them know I see you. I recognize you. And that in itself has just been such a major, major blessing. Um, One of the more recent things I've done now is I take my phone sometimes, not all the time. I take my phone with me, and I was playing my music. And I'm playing my music, and I do this thing now called dance walking. Sometimes, if I'm playing a song that I just love, I'll just be dancing and walking, dancing and walking. So, anyway, I was walking past my neighbor. He heard me playing Mary Mary, I think Shackles on My Feet by Mary Mary. And he was like, oh, I like that. I like that. And he just started smiling. He said, and you don't have any earphones on? And I had said something about not needing them or something. And it was just recognizing that as I was sharing my music, I didn't even see it as sharing at first. I was just enjoying having it playing out loud. And instead of having earphones in my ear, um, I just decided to just share. I was sharing the music without even really recognizing that that's what I was doing. But I could tell that that impacted his mood because he told me it did. He was smiling and he was like, oh, I like that. I like that. I needed that. And I'm like, wow, just from walking. And so I hope you see that my walks have been multiplied. The purpose and the meaning behind my walks has been multiplied as I've listened and obeyed what the Spirit of the Lord told me to do in regards to just simply walking. Listen, our Lord is amazing. He will do one thing for multiple reasons. He's limitless. And even though we are limited, I love how he has allowed me through the walks to see the fruit be multiplied in my life just from simply walking. There are so many things now that I do. Oh, I do prayer walks now. So I walk in my neighborhood. I'm praying for the houses around me. I'm praying for the families in those homes. I'm walking and talking to him. He's given me so much revelation on my walks, revelation that I've applied to being a mother, revelation that I've applied to being a wife, revelation that I've applied to being an entrepreneur, revelation that's applied to being a better me, a better me. And so I thank God for my walks. My walks are a gift. Each one is a gift. And as I go out and walk, I'm unwrapping that gift and I'm seeing what's in it for me for that day. And I am rich. I am a rich woman because of my walks and because of the multiplication that He has allowed. So I encourage you, get that word busy out of your mouths. Stop saying the word busy and be fruitful and multiply. He'll show you how to do the math. Math may not have been your thing back in the day. That's okay. Papa knows how to do math. The Spirit of the Lord will show you if you will just listen and obey. So, I believe I have used my words well today. I hope this encourages somebody. Go get your tennis shoes on and start walking. All righty. Until next time, beloved. Bye-bye.